Coming up today, guys, we will have some mobility work, some deep releases on the foam roller, some stretch and flexibility work. So make sure you have your foam roller and a pillow handy, and we will begin shortly. Hi guys, welcome to your stretch and soften class. Today you will need a pillow and a foam roller. When you're ready, you're going to grab your foam roller and you're going to place it across the short side of your mat. Okay, just holding it still, and then swing yourself around, sit tall, and exhale, slowly peel your way down to land the back of your neck onto a foam roller. Take a moment to adjust until you find a comfortable position. You can bend your knees a little bit so your spine's in a comfortable spot, and then start to look left and right. Left and right. So all you're doing, guys, is you're just rolling your head from side to side, moving really slowly and mindfully today. And this should feel really good on the back of your neck, on the lower part of the back of your head. Okay, so using a foam roller, if you're new to them, is similar to getting a massage. So we're putting pressure on the muscles and then releasing it to release tension out of any sore or stiff spots in our body or in our muscles. Okay, so breathing really deeply, letting your body know that it can relax, that it can let go of tension. Really think about melting the weight of your head and neck back onto that foam roller as you just roll left and right at a pace that works for you. Okay, play with the range of movement. So you can make these really big head rolls. You could keep it quite small and just kind of concentrate on one particular area. And then reaching your arms up, you're going to slowly curl up. You can use your thighs for assistance here. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to cross our legs and take a seated cat-cow. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, scoop and round, pull a little bit on the knees as you roll back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, rock your weight back to the back of your pelvis, around your spine, look to your belly. And inhale, sit tall. So just getting blood flowing through the spine. Exhale, scoop and round. Good. Inhale, really press that chest forward. Rock your weight forward a little more through the pelvis, and exhale, scoop. Pull a little on the knees so you can roll a little further back. Inhale, open, and exhale, scoop and round. Beautiful. Sitting tall, we're just going to adjust the position of the foam roller, so rolling it in a little bit, and then you're going to roll down. Mine ran away, they do that. So either holding it still, or when you come down, you can just hold it and adjust it. You want it kind of low bra strap level, okay? So just underneath the shoulder blades, hands behind your head. We're going to inhale, extend over the roller, and exhale, curl up. So specifically mobilizing through the thoracic spine now. And if you're someone who spends a lot of time at a desk, opening through the thoracic spine is so important. Okay, so make sure your head is fully supported with your hands. Inhale, curl back, open the chest. Let this feel good. Okay, so just like a sit up here, we're going through a big range of motion, mobilizing that thoracic spine. Yeah, so if you are in a desk job and you spend a lot of time hunched over, or you're standing a lot, anything that kind of causes you to round, opening that thoracic spine is so important so that we don't kind of get stuck in that rounded kyphotic position. Curling up, beautiful guys. Inhale, come over. Let this feel good. Work in a range that feels good for you. No need to push through anything that doesn't feel right. And if you're going too far back and your spine or your body is protesting, just reduce that range a little bit. Beautiful. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl over. You could also adjust the position of the foam roller at any point, play with moving it up or down and see if that feels better for you. Nice. Inhale, coming over. Notice if you're starting to have a little more movement. Maybe that exhale and extend is starting to feel a little easier with each repetition. Great, and then hold back if it's okay for you, and either take your arms to goalposts, so elbows out in line with shoulders, or reach your hands overhead. Okay, if that's not nice for you, you can keep your hands behind your head for support. Really opening through the chest, again opening through that thoracic spine. Breathing deeply, see if you can soften a little further. So a very passive way of opening up, again through that upper back. Hands behind the head when you're ready. Exhale, curl yourself on up, and then make your way on up to seated. Roll that foam roller a little more towards your mid-back now. Lift your hips and then just roll your body a little higher up on that foam roller. Now from here, you can use your hands. We're gonna adjust so that we've got more of the left side of our mid-back on that foam roller. And then using your arm, your forearm and your feet, you're gonna start to press up and down. So you're rolling up and down, targeting either side of the mid-back. Okay, feel free to adjust, move up a little further, move down a little further. Feel where the tension is for you. Everybody is so different, and foam rollers are one of those things that you've really got to tune into what your body is asking for. Okay, so find the spot that you need to roll out. It will be the spot that's uncomfortable. So if you're new to foam rollers, they are uncomfortable because we're targeting tension. Okay, and then when you're ready, we're going to switch sides. So again, it's on the mid-back. We're going to pick our hips up. We're going to adjust ourselves over so that we've got more weight through the right side of our mid-back. Okay, so a little lift of that left hip. And then we're going to press through our forearm and our feet and roll up and down. Again, adjust. You can move a little further so that your weight is more towards your spine or more towards the side of your body. You can roll a little higher, a little lower. Feel free to experiment. If you find a spot that is really stiff and sore and you want to stay there for a little longer and see if you can release it, feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, just little rocks up and down. And then come back through center. Make your way up to seated position. Great, and then from here, wriggle that foam roller as close to your bottom as you can and then press yourself up to sit on top of it. Now we're gonna go onto the right glute. So pivot over to the right side a little bit, put the medial part, so that middle side part of your right glute on the foam roller. And again, press with your hands and your feet and take little rolls up and down. Little press up and down. Move nice and slow. You can move in a bigger range of motion, you can move in a smaller range of motion, whatever feels right for you. And experiment with rolling a little further over to the right or a little further back towards center. Okay, to try and find that spot that's really tight for you. Okay, a lot of people hold a lot of tension in that medial part of their glute. So again, if it's really uncomfortable, you're doing it right, try and stay with it. And just really breathe through the discomfort, soften the body. Nice, guys. Pressing forward and back at a pace that works for you, even holding if you feel that that's right, if that's getting into a tense spot. And then pause through center and let's just swing it to the second side. So putting the medial side, the medial part of your left glute on that foam roller, so that outside edge of your left glute, and then same thing, just pressing through the hands and feet to rock up and back. So nice slow rolls back and forward. Experiment with rolling a little more to the left, rolling a little further back through center, or even rolling higher up or lower down on the glute. Everyone holds tension so differently depending on what we do, depending on what activities we've been up to. I apologize for the camera here, guys. Okay, but just keep rolling out through that glute. Breathe a little deeper. Soften a little more if you can. Great, and then come back through center, and then you're just going to drop your bottom behind the foam roller. The foam roller is going to go behind your knees if you like to modify. So if you're really tight through the hammies and you can't quite straighten the legs, this is a great way to modify. So taking a forward fold, reaching either to the low legs or the feet, and gently folding over. You don't have to go that far, feel it out. However, if you do have more length in the hamstrings, just take that foam roller out to the side and either place your hands beside your thighs, calves or feet, and take a forward fold. To advance it even further, put the foam roller behind your feet and interlace your hands over the foam roller. This is completely optional. It's just there if you do have a little more mobility and flexibility down the back of the legs. Okay, so breathing deeply with whichever variation of the forward fold that you've decided to go with. Relaxing your body over your thighs. Breathing nice and deeply. And then peeling your way up to seated. Crossing your legs in front of you, guys, we're just going to swing ourselves over to our hands and knees. Again, place the foam roller alongside the short side of your mat and lower yourself to your belly. Point your toes, lengthen your arms overhead, and have your forearms resting on the foam roller. Pull that foam roller in towards you, open the chest for a thoracic extension, and exhale, press the foam roller away, lengthen the body. So you're inhaling, dragging that foam roller in, opening the chest. Exhale, press away. If that foam roller is sliding off the edge of your hands when you come in, you just need to roll the foam roller higher up your forearms before you lift. Okay, so adjust it in as much as you need. Rolling that foam roller in, opening your chest, let this feel good, breathe in. And exhale, press it away. Great, inhale. And as you roll it away, really press up and out of your shoulders, lengthening through the upper body. Great, inhale to open, exhale to lower. Move in a range of motion that feels good for you. So you don't have to lift to any particular height. Just really tune into how your body's responding. You can lift a little higher or lower accordingly. And then when you're all done, swing your arms alongside your body, press yourself up, walk your knees in and come into child's pose. So hips to heels, hands lengthened overhead. We're going to side bend. So right hand off the right side of the mat, left hand up and over to follow it. So it can sit next to it or hold on the back of the right hand or wrist. And just breathe deeply in this position. Stretching into the side body, into the left side of the low back. Breathing in. Exhale, breathe out and soften. And then walk it to the second side. Left hand off the edge of the mat and right hand follows alongside it. Good, try not to let that right shoulder lift. Dial it down a little bit and feel that stretch along the right side of the body and into the right side of the lower back. Keep breathing and then walk back through center, guys. Press on up to hands and knees position. We're gonna cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, press into your hands, press into your shins and round your spine. Inhale, drop the belly. open the chest. Exhale, really push the floor away from you with your fingers, with your shins, with the tops of your feet. Inhale, fill the lungs with air, stretching across the chest. And exhale, scooping round. 2 more. Inhale, drop the belly. Again, move in a range of motion that feels good for you. Exhale, scooping around, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale, round the body, stretch through the back. Now coming through neutral, guys, you're going to step your right foot back, and all you're going to do is point and flex that right foot. So flex back, point forward. Flex back, point forward. So this is for your ankle mobility and your calf flexibility. You're driving that heel back, getting length, pointing, coming forward. Flex and back, point and forward. Flex and stretch it back, point and forward, and then lift that right leg out to the side, land that right foot on the floor. Reach your right arm up, big rotation through the spine. Exhale, thread the needle, reach that right arm under left. Beautiful. Inhale, big reach up to the sky, reach with those fingers. Exhale, take it through, thread the needle, reaching towards the left side of the room. Inhale up, exhale and through. And each time you reach up to the ceiling, can you open a little further? Look towards those fingertips. Exhale, can you reach a little further under the arm? Inhale up, exhale under. Beautiful, guys. Land that hand, step the right foot back. Let's take it to the second side. Left foot back, you're going to flex that foot, point and forward. Flex and forward. So drive that heel back, stretch through the calf, point and forward. Okay, so a bit of ankle mobility again, a bit of calf length. And then take that left leg out to the side. Okay. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching underneath your right arm. Inhale, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, reach under that arm as far as you can. Let this feel really good for your spine. As you thread the needle, stretch between those shoulder blades by reaching as far as you can. Inhale up, look to those fingertips. Exhale, thread it through. Don't forget to breathe here, guys. Inhale, inflate the lungs with air. Exhale, thread it through. So letting go of the breath to wrap, create a little more room for rotation. Beautiful. From here, guys, we're gonna grab our foam roller again, bring it in towards our knees. Okay, and then come to lie over it. So you're putting the quad muscles, so the front of your thighs onto the foam roller, taking your forearms down, interlacing your fingers, and just pressing and pulling through those shoulders so that you're rolling that foam roller along the front of your thighs. I'm just adjusting here to give myself a little more room. Trying to roll from the knees all the way up to the hips. So these are our quadricep muscles. Trying to release these, and if you are looking for something knee friendly, it can be difficult to stretch the quads with a knee injury, so this is a really great way to get a quad release without putting pressure on the knees. Okay, so just rocking back and forward through your shoulders, nice and slow. Again, if you find any stiff or sore spots, slow down a little. Put a little more pressure there, try and breathe through it. Okay, relaxing the muscles rather than tensing them up so that they can release. Rolling from the hips to the knees. Remember, if you find any stiff or sore spots, feel free to pause there. You can also pause the video if you want to take a little longer here. Otherwise, pressing yourself on up, guys, we're going to come over to a comfortable seated position. If you do have a pillow and you would like to sit on that, feel free to grab that now. And we're going to come into a wide-legged position, So hips up on the pillow, opening the legs as wide as you're comfortable. Okay. And then we're going to side bend. So reaching your arms out and side bending up and over to the right. So your hand is in front of your right shin. And then we're going to sweep the left hand out in front of us, land the left hand in front of the left shin or thigh, side bend to the right. Again, right hand sweeps, left hand comes up and over, side bend. You can look up or straight ahead, sweep the hand out in front, come up and over, side bend. Reach through that top hand, really stretching into the side body, stretching those intercostal muscles, the little muscles between our ribs. Okay, so as you come into the side stretch, inhale, inflate your lungs, so those intercostal muscles stretch a little more. Good, up and over to the right. And up and over to the left. From here, guys, come on up through center. Bring your feet together, your knees wide for a diamond position. You can press the knees down to modify, or sit tall and grab the ankles or the feet and then exhale, forward fold. If the forward folding doesn't feel right, feel free to sit up and just keep gently pressing the knees down, or just stay seated. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing the body. And then when you're ready, peel on up, cross your legs or sit in any comfortable position. We're going to inhale, squeeze our shoulders up towards our ears, and exhale, drop them down. Inhale. When you're ready, squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears and big exhale out through the mouth, drop them down. One more. Inhale, just letting go of tension in the upper body, squeeze those shoulders up. Exhale, let it go. Well done today, guys. Feel free to stay and breathe for a little longer, maybe roll the shoulders or the head, whatever you feel you need. But we are all done for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.